So not to be too literal, but this is on some level a news show, that's a lie. None of what you heard is true. There's not a single statistic or piece of credible research to support what Biden or his attorney general just said.
Tucker Carlson just said that his show, Tucker Carlson Tonight, is, quote, on some level a news show. And I'm A, glad he admits it, B, questioning if this makes his show entertainment, and C, wondering how we measure this level he's speaking of. Ratios, percentages, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being news show and 10 being Jon Stewart was right, a Tucker show is theater, where do we put it? Let's look to the past to figure this out. I'll start by telling you what you already know about Tux. Fox News won a court case by persuasively arguing that no reasonable viewer takes Tucker Carlson seriously. Recently, Rachel Maddow of MSNBC paid respect to Tuck, stating that the first show she worked on was his when he was at NBC, and that he's always been talented. And of course, when he said this.
I mean, I lie. If I'm really cornered or something, I lie. I really try not to. I try never to lie on TV. I just don't, I don't like lying. I certainly do it, out of weakness or whatever. But to systematically lie like that, without asking yourself, like, why am I doing this?
I get it. He's saying he's human and humans lie. Got it. So this was in September of 2021. More on this in a second. Here's some things you may not know.
Tucker Carlson goes on his show every night and he talks about how the mainstream media is the enemy and the New York Times is trash. And then he goes home and he calls up all these mainstream media reporters and gives them gossip and stories and leaks. This man is a prolific leaker. He can make your career if you're a political journalist. And in exchange, these reporters agree not to write anything too bad about him. This is his insurance policy. He knows he's no better than Glenn Beck, and he knows that Glenn Beck got fired because of those conspiracy theories. By the way, I'm not making any of this up. I got these details from a New York Times article published last summer by Ben Smith. In fact, the lead of this article is about how much Tucker Carlson enjoys texting Ben Smith. So that is all to say that on July 7th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you will not be watching a fearless New York Times reporter or ex-New York Times reporter holding Tucker Carlson accountable for his racism and white nationalism and hate and bullshit and lies. You'll be watching Tucker help Ben launch his new business, Semaphore, and you'll be watching Ben tell everyone that, hey, Tucker, he's bad, but he's not that bad.
Now, at Nandoodles did at least half of the work in this group project she didn't know she was a part of. But during this interview with Ben Smith of Semaphore, Tucker would say, I think there are a lot of criticism you can level at me. I think sometimes I overstate the case. I get pissed, I get nasty. 100% of the people I'm mad at are well-educated white liberals, before saying, I hate you, as if he were talking to a 38-year-old female white lawyer with a barren personal life that was near him. He added, quote, I'm not mad at black people. That was in the beginning of July of 2022. Note the time. My Rebel HQ producer wanted me to do a video about this and I turned the pitch down. But Tux also claims in this interview, 10 months after admitting that he lies, quote, I really tried my hardest to tell the truth. I mean it. You're not going to catch me lying. You'll definitely catch me making mistakes. Furthermore, I do tend to, overstate, and my wife is always reminding me, and I regret that, but I don't lie. But I feel like a lot of people lie. So what is Tux in his show if it isn't news, which we were already aware of? And do I believe him when he says he lies, or is he lying when he says he's trying to tell the truth? For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. To see additional content from yours truly, click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, We Gonna Be Alright. Thanks for watching.